Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. Maybe I couldn't pronounce hello everybody, but I could pronounce right now. But so this time, what I'd like to talk about is that are royal families happy, or are do royal fam, royal family people think themselves happy or fortunate, which is what I'd like to talk about. So please listen to me. So first of all, royal family means the members of families or families of for example the kingdom, not kingdom. So the king's families are royal families, or in the case of Great Britain, so queen's families are royal families, and that's it. That's it. Definition is that's it. The definition is over. So whether so I'd like to tell you whether the members of royal families are happy or not. So in the case of my country, and I live in Japan, and in the case of my country has imperial family. So you know, for example, in the case of British Kingdom, anyway, that country is kingdom, and other cases are, for example, maybe Spanish is a is a country of kingdom, and maybe Sweden is a country of kingdom, and was there any other kingdoms? Maybe. And in the case of Asian countries, Thailand is a country of kingdom, and other when it comes to other countries, maybe there are more countries of kingdoms, but I can't come up with for now. Anyway, so whether whether so I'd like you to think about whether people as members of royal families are happy or are fortunate or not. So my perspective is that in my perspective, of course, it's up to each member of the royal families. It's a natural answer, but actually, this is my idea. But I think they are happy. I think they are happier, I think they are happier than 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 people of the general public. Which means, for example, if you are not a member of royal family, or if your income is, for example, if your income is standard or moderate, for example, you maybe the people or the members of royal families are happier, because maybe most of you think that the members of royal families have to follow many laws or many regulations or many restrictions, which is why those the members of royal families are not happy. Some people think like that, but actually, I do not think so, because it's a we all of us have to follow many regulations or many laws or many restrictions, which is why so to start with, it's up to you who lives in where. I will tell you again. For example, I will tell you again using an example. So most of the listeners live in the United States of America in the case of my podcast. So but I live in Japan. But how should I say? So if you're so you are in the United States. You are in your state in the United States of America, which means you have to follow the laws of or the rules of the state you live in, and you have to follow the rules or the laws of federal government. And in my case, I have to follow the laws and the regulations or rules or customs of my country, which is quite natural for all of us or both of us. Considering such a situations we are in. So generally speaking, I'm sorry this sound, and generally speaking, we have to follow many rules and regulations. Of course, some famous people are chased by media or how should I say, broadcasting companies, other broadcasting companies or broadcasting situations, actually. But so in the case of famous people, there are such things like people are trying to pry open the private lives of those famous people, and royal people or the members of royal families are as part of such famous people. So in a way, you know, there are people, there are a lot of people who want to know the actual lives of the members of royal families, which is true, and which I think is really troublesome for the members of royal families. But actually, I think they are happy. They can spend times happier than the general public, because we are the people in the general public and the members of royal families are the same in the way that we have to follow the rules or customs or the regulations or restrictions of the place we live in. So in the case of in the case of my country, so royal imperial families have to follow the rules and the customs and the regulations of my country, and maybe some regulations are exclusively applied to imperial families. But in the case of for example, in the case of for example, British royal families, I don't know which rules or which laws they have to follow, but actually, there must be a lot of regulations or a lot of laws those royal people have to follow. And in the case of the general public between Great Britain and Japan and the United States of America, all of us have to follow the local regulations. And in the case of the United States of America, so local people has to follow just the laws or the rules of state and the laws or the rules of federal government. So which is why in such a sense, people in the United States of America have to follow more regulations or more laws than the rest of the people all over the world. Anyway, so coming back to the original topic of this episode, so whether loyal people are happier or not happier. So I think royal people are happier because they don't have to be worried about their own futures, and they have a lot of I don't think they have as much money as Mr. Bill Gates or Mr. Jeffrey Bezos, but actually they do not there's no possibility that those royal people are going to suffer from, for example, poverty, or they don't, maybe they are not going to suffer from poverty, but there are many people suffering from poverty, even in developed countries. Which is why, in such a case, in such a sense, royal people are happier because, in the case of, for example, we general public, we have worried about our own futures, or maybe you may be worrying about your own futures. But the royal people do not have to be worried about their own futures because their futures are decided. So they have to do what they have to do, and those stuff that stuff they have to do have been those stuff they have to do have been done by their own parents or their own grandparents, stuff like that. So which is why generally, also many people may be watching the members of royal families in a criticizing manners, but actually it's that is the case to famous people who are not the members of some royal families. For example, in the case of Brad Pitt, Mr. Brad Pitt, he is famous, but he's not. I don't know his family background, but actually, maybe he's not a member of our royal family, but people want to know. People wants to know his life. Or people are many. There are many people who are concerned about his life, and in such a sense, that situation he's in must be troublesome for Mr. Brad Pitt. But actually, Mr. Brad Pitt. I don't know whether Mr. Brad Pitt is happy or not in such a situation, but that is so it's up to Mr. Brad Pitt. So that is a case to some members of royal families, which is why I think people in royal families are happier. So which is the conclusion of this episode. And at last, I said broadcasting station, but I was trying to say key station or flagship station, which is you know just a station means just saying station means just a station or stations of railway transportation. But actually, the station. So what I was trying to say with the word stations is key station or flag station, which are related to media companies. Please understand like that. And that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.